Hello guys, Michi here. I think there is absolutely zero mystery around this. Let's just all face it. Moist Critical, Penguin Z0 is an internet celebrity and it has been for a while. It is the equivalent of what PewDiePie was back in the day in the 2017s. He was making every single news, media, and now that is Moist Critical. He's the most prevalent figure. So naturally, every single little thing that he does makes the news. And that might, honestly, I try to put myself in that guy's shoes, and it must be so stressing sometimes. But Moist Critical seems to be way smarter than me. It doesn't seem to affect him that much. He might be used to it. But for me, it would be very heavy. Thank goodness I am not Moist Critical. Internet superstar Moist Critical pooped when he meant to fart. He speaks bad about Nintendo and you will see all the pages, I don't know, Dexerto or every single gaming page will be like, Moist Critical takes a dump on Nintendo. And in these last few days, Moist Critical has broken the internet. He pulled out his cock from the top hat. Wait, the phrase is a cock or a dove? Let me just check real quick. Alright, it actually is a dove. It's not a cock. Let me just look what the cock out of the hat looks like. Oh no, that was not what I meant. Well, yeah, Charlie took the dove out of the hat and revealed how much money he has earned on all his time on YouTube, which I think it was something pretty brave. I don't know why is it brave, but I just nobody seems to be doing that. So it's like now this gigantic YouTuber just put himself in this vulnerability position for everybody to just judge how much he has made. Like, yeah, I get it. White man flexes all the money he has made, but I still think it's brave though. We can see that throughout all his YouTube career, he has made $35 million. This is just in the ads, memberships, which by the way, I was very impressed to see that like 90% of his whole revenue came from ads. It did not came from membership. That was a very small percentage. So hey, apparently YouTube pays very well, not gonna lie. Keep in mind that these are no rookie numbers. It's just not every YouTuber does this kind of money. In fact, for some reason in my mind, I had this idea that Moist Critical, he seems to have made kind of like 21 million in ad revenue. But no, my estimation was like 15 millions off. And you gotta keep in mind, this money is just from ads. This is not counting the sponsors. This is not counting the merch that he sells, which I think he sells some white shirts and also a soap. And I think he had kind of like a comic that he was doing. I don't know if that's still going. I think the name was Slap Adventure, something like that. It was about the slapping, power slap. Super Slap, that was the name or something. God Slap, yeah, that's the name. And I did see a little bit of backlash on Twitter, a little bit of a weird backlash because people were saying like, okay, yes, Mr. Moral Compass, you're now not going to receive money from your viewers, but you're still selling them a $50 soap to those 9 to 5 workers that you say you empathize with. Ha, you hypocrite. And I think people are just not understanding the point. Like, he never said that he wants to stop making money. He did not disable the ad revenue. He's still going to receive a lot of money from just people watching his videos for free. And also, he can still be selling things. Like, if he's going to give you a product, what do you want him to do? To just send it to you for free? And also other people being like, it took $34 million to reach your inner Buddha. Now, after all this money you have made, now you think you're good, now you're going to do the right thing. Well, first and foremost, most of his money was not made through donations. So let's just be clear on that. Most of his money was just by people like me, like you, watching him for free. And this is such a silly line of thought, right? Because it's like, okay, don't stop ever. Just keep receiving money from your viewers. Keep incentivizing people to donate to you. What do these people want? That he never stopped? Would they have preferred that? So he's being one of the most reasonable YouTubers that I've ever seen, or well, streamers too, because a lot of streamers that are on the top keep receiving money from their viewers, and not only do they keep receiving it but incentivizing it. I don't have anything against a top 100 streamer asking for money to the viewers, like, hey guys, could you guys support me? Like, I have no problem with that. I am just speaking about, imagine being in the top 10% of streamers and YouTubers and still wanting donations. Like, that is just plain evil. Well, I mean, no, it's not evil. You're not hurting anybody, but it's just a little bit greedy. Like, yeah, it's not the biggest crime in the world, you know? They're not going into the person's house with a machete and just being like, hey, give me all your money. It's not that. So yeah, I retract that. It's definitely not evil. I think I radicalized myself a little bit too much there. And I was watching some ordinary gamers video on this topic, and he read a tweet that was really interesting, really funny. Gets insanely rich, keeps it a secret for many years, like as if it was a tinfoil conspiracy theory right here. Like Charlie was here every single day streaming from under a bridge with a little bottle being like, hey, please donate a little bit to me, please. Like, yeah, he now disabled a lot of options for people to donate directly to him. But even back in the day, I remember Charlie being like, hey guys, please don't donate to me. Like, I am well off. Don't donate to a person that is already a millionaire. What are people speaking about? Like, oh, he had it very well hidden, you know? Charlie was lying to all of his viewers. He was deceiving them into believing that he was absolutely poor, and that he needed their help. That was never the case. He always made it very clear that he had a lot of money and that he would have much rather people not donate to him. He just now did something active for it. But also, you cannot blame it for not doing it before, because that is definitely not the norm. That is not the standard. I don't think I've seen like another big huge case of this happening. Maybe PewDiePie like a week or 2 weeks ago uploaded a video where he was like, you know what guys, I am turning off the YouTube memberships. I haven't been able to post there. For now I will not have enough time, so let's just leave it at there. I will deactivate them. Keeps it a secret for many years. One, he knows he's set for lives. Now he actually reveals his master plan. He's actually a multi-millionaire. Haha, guys, I just made money off of you. Don't you feel embarrassed? Don't you feel ashamed? I just made you a fool. You believe that I was poor? Jokes on you, idiot. Like, that's not the case at all. Guys, I feel bad. Disabled monetization to make it look like he's a saint. Well done, sir. I wish that if I get popular, I do not have this type of people in my fandom. And also, kind of the reason why I almost don't want to go super mega popular is the fact that I will definitely get people like this commenting to me. Like just random people with zero critical thinking criticizing you, where you almost kind of want to defend yourself, but it's like, I shouldn't even engage in this. And don't get me wrong, you can criticize Charlie, but at least have a point. Like, this person right here doesn't even have a point, and it just, the points that it has got them wrong. For these people, the ideal scenario in which he would have actually applauded Charlie would be if Charlie, at making $1 million, he would have been like, I am donating to all my followers this $1 million. I'm gonna stay poor. And he stopped making videos ever. Like, this person would actually be happy. But yeah, I guess one of the reasons why a lot of streamers were also a little bit pissed about what Charlie did is the fact that they feel like they're pressured into doing so. And I don't understand that. I don't want to villainize them. Like, yeah, there's definitely a lot of dumb people that see that Charlie did this incredible thing and they are going to try to force that into other YouTubers. Like, hey, look, Charlie did this. Why don't you do it too? And we gotta understand, and Charlie understands this. Charlie was very clear. He went like, okay, guys, this is just my personal decision. Anybody can do whatever they want. I did not tell them to do it too. I'm doing this for me, not because it has to be done. It's just for me to feel better. Like, it's part of his life journey, right? And so yeah, again, I wouldn't even say to people that are very big in the streaming world, like excruciating Ross, I don't think they gotta disable this type of thing. If they don't want to, it's fine. Because I also do understand the point that for some communities, it feels really good to just be part of it by donating. I saw a lot of the more like 30 years old YouTubers not understanding this. I remember that, especially as a younger person, sometimes you do feel just more engaged in something if you donate to it. You feel part of the cause. Not even for having the attention of the person or the streamer, just you feel like you're helping even though you're not. I remember that I used to donate to Quackity, yes, the Minecraft streamer, and he never read any of my messages, but I still felt cool about it. It made me feel like I was part of the community. I don't know why. Like, for instance, I almost think, imagine if I was a big streamer or YouTuber, what should I do? Like, when would I put a stop to donations, right? When I have $10 million, when I have $20 million, I stop all donations. Well, I used to make streams in Spanish, and I remember that I had, I don't know, 20, 30 viewers, and I always discouraged them to donate. I was like, please guys, don't do it. I am I am fine. I have all the money that I could want because at the time I was studying, my parents were paying for everything I needed, for the Ubers, for the food. I mean, any game I wanted, they would buy it for me. So literally, there was nothing to buy. Why would I need money? Just keep it to yourself. I was like, thank you so much, but stop. Now I think I would be more inclined to receive it because now my parents don't provide in that exact same way. And the money I make is enough, but sometimes there are games that I cannot play. For instance, I haven't even bought the Switch 2. So maybe if I was a big streamer and people were like, hey, we're gonna donate you, let's get you that Switch 2, maybe I would be like, you know what, let's flip and do it. I'm not sure though. I think I would feel much better if the money comes from the ads revenue instead of the donations. So yeah, in fact, I might actually never even create or engage in a platform that allows for people to donate to me. But we can never say never, right? We don't know how life is going to be in a week, a month, let alone a year later in the future. But I really like the fact that Charlie did this. I think it sets a good precedent of just opening the conversation about greed and about how much is too much. And how much is too much, not for the sake of, oh, don't be greedy, don't have a lot of money, you gotta be poor. Not like that, but rather, if you're getting rich off of your fans paying you, you don't gotta demonize it. Be aware of it and be very thankful for it. It just opens a new door of conversation, right? It's not that every single YouTuber needs to do this. And that's about it. See ya.